Welcome to Meet the Candidate 2021. And my guest for this conversation is Carmen Green, running for the Mead School District School Board. Welcome, Carmen.
Thank you for having me.
I'd like to get acquainted and find out where you grew up and went to school yourself.
Well, I grew up, part of my growing up was in the Tri-Cities in Kennewick, Washington. And then we moved to Port Angeles when I was in high school and went to high school there, graduated, and then I migrated, worked, and went to school, went to community college, and then landed at Washington State University where I graduated. Met my husband in Port Angeles. He is also from Port Angeles. He went to medical school. We went through residency, moved in Arizona. I worked for the Sunkissed Fiesta Bowl. Actually, it was the Fiesta Bowl prior to it becoming the Sunkissed Fiesta Bowl, so worked with sponsorships there. And then we moved to Spokane when he was looking for his doctor position, and we joined Northside Internal Medicine at that time. So we've been here since 1990.
Well, that's a good reason to come.
Yep.
Spokane is a highly
Great
regarded
place.
medical center.
Yeah.
So what kind of early jobs did you have in Port Angeles? It's a lovely town.
I worked for an insurance agency when I was in high school, Geller Insurance, and they were amazing to me. So that was my big job. I actually had that job from the time I was 16 through my freshman year of college, and then I got a job while I was at Shoreline Community College at Safeco Insurance, and I worked at the home office in Redmond. So did that while I was going to school. So there were times when I was working full-time and going to school full-time. I did some waitressing jobs while I was at WSU. That's the most humble job of all the jobs, and I got a new appreciation for the servers and what they go through. I mean, I one time got a tip in pennies, nickels, and dimes, but it was still a tip, so I took it.
Yeah, I'm incapable of not tipping a waitress after, I wasn't even the server. My
Yes.
sister was, and she's pounded that into my head. It's really hard work.
It's hard work, yeah. And, but I was good at keeping busy. So that's kind of been a theme for me, is just I have a job, I have school, I have lots of things. And the more I do, the more I can, kind of keeps me going. I don't like having too much downtime. So
Most people who volunteer to be a candidate are
Yeah.
people who like to be busy.
yes.
Have you had a chance to do any kind of travel that's given you some different insights that you bring to the community?
Boy, we've had a couple of really special trips. My brother-in-law works for the government, and he was down in Africa, so we were able to visit him while he was stationed in Kenya. We did some traveling around Kenya, did some traveling in Zambia, and so spent some time in Lusaka. And I think I had a new appreciation after those travels of how fortunate we are to live in a country where there's so much opportunity, and where people are living and working super hard in those countries, and yet there's still no opportunity for them. And so I came back and said, we have it pretty good, and we need to maybe not complain as much as we do, and be grateful for just a little bit more.
Gratitude is a good attitude.
Gratitude is a good thing. And then my daughter-in-law is from Austria. Her family is Austrian and French. And so we did some traveling there to meet her family, and the wedding was actually there. And it was just so fascinating and fun. And I said, gosh, actually, Salzburg, Austria is a lot like Spokane. People had said that before. Her grandmother had said, "Oh, I think Spokane's so much like Salzburg." But I just so enjoyed the people there, so friendly and wonderful. And right now, my daughter is living in Cerritos Beach, Mexico, and we've gone to visit her. And that has been an interesting thing. It's not a touristy spot in Mexico. Dirt roads. And during COVID, they had a lot of art culture, like some Broadway actors who landed there who put on some amazing plays while we were there. We just kind of happened into, and it was just a fantastic experience. So I've done, the Africa trips and Europe and Mexico. Those are pretty much my traveling, but
those all give you some
just
perspectives
great
to bring back.
perspective. Yeah.
Well, it sounds like a full and busy life. And what inspired you to run for the school board?
Oh gosh, I worked with the school district in many different committees. I started just volunteering in my kids' classrooms. I worked on the learning improvement teams for the elementary school, and then for the middle school, then for the district learning improvement team. I helped with a couple of levy campaigns. I just helped, and then I ran one, and then I was a treasurer for a couple of years. And then I worked with the Mead Education Foundation, just raising money for teacher classrooms, for technology and innovation. The teachers would put together grants and submit those. So I had a lot of history in that. And I just really wanted to have that experience of being able to influence where we're headed as a school district, and that we don't settle into our where we become complacent. I think Mead has had a great reputation of being a terrific school district, and you can become complacent in that reputation. And people say, well, we're just Mead. And it's like, yeah, but if we're not improving, we're going to fall behind, So that was just really the impetus for it. There was an opening on the school board that was in my area, and I applied to replace that position. And then I had to run for that position the next time, ran another for the regular term cycle in 2017. And so now here we are in the...
Okay, so here we are with another campaign.
Another campaign.
All right. Well, this is an opportunity for you to answer that question directly.
Yeah.
Why should people vote for Carmen Green for Mead School Board?
Well, I have had a long history of being committed to the Mead School District and the Mead community in general. I have a lot of experience. I've met a lot of people. I understand the issues. I want to make and keep Mead School District a premier school district in the state. And I care about our community. I mean, it's just been a passion area of mine, and all of my volunteer time has been to support children and activities to make their experience the best and help them be the very best they can be in their future lives. So, yeah.
Okay, so there's your pitch, and I wish you good luck on your campaign, and thank you for coming in today.
Thank you so much.
What does it mean to be awake? It means to truly understand the issues facing us and actively participate as a citizen in this country. One way you can do that is by voting your values based on the Word of God. We believe We Vote has done the research and provides you the information you need to make an informed decision on which candidates will champion our values and work for us. Now is the time to rise up, get involved, and vote. WeBelieveWeVote.com.
Hello, Spokane. This is Governor Mike Huckabee. I'm going to be speaking at We Believe, We Vote's October 2nd fundraiser. It's more important than ever for Christians to come together and to vote. I'm looking forward to seeing you on October the 2nd of this year. For tickets to the event, go to WeBelieveWeVote.com.